Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of the Otago Volts Career Mode. Today we are taking on Wellington in the final round of the One Day Cup. The good news is we have qualified for the next round. We should finish at worst second, but we want to finish first and get the home final. That would be awesome. So a major improvement from last season. We've had a bit of a mixed bag since we had that dramatic loss to the Auckland Aces in the 20 over trophy final. Have played a few games since then. Otago then played Wellington and we bowled them out for 285 with Denver top scoring with 91 and Johnson 83. Both Kitson and Kay picking up fourthers. Really good promising future for those two guys there. And once again, Wellington were looking strong at one point, and just brilliant bowling from Kay and Kitson really got us back into the swing of things. And 291 for 4, and that man again, Fred Sutherland, back from injury. He's been out a while, just piles on a big 122 of 82 deliveries, 19 fours, 3 sixes. Well supported by Fox, 72 of 75, 9 fours, 1 6, and Rutherford, 64 of 47, with his 10 boundaries and 1 6 there. Done it pretty easy too. Done it with basically 10 overs remaining. Tough day at the office for the bowlers there, and that was a really important one to keep the momentum in that going. So next up we played the Central District side. They got to 326 for 7. Just wasn't accurate enough from the bowlers really, like Kitson 2 for 54, Duffy 2 for 62, 2 for 73 for Adair. The economy rates were far too expensive, and the cameos from Clarkson, Coulson, Smith, Wiggins, it was just good batting all round from Central Districts. In response, 303 all out. We were looking good at one stage with Hamish Rutherford at the top of the order, bringing up a century, 115 of 75 balls, 14 for 3 sixes. And the Kelly partnership and Rutherford were looking quite good. And then it just fell apart, unfortunately, just trying to keep up the rate. Dudding took a bit of a pummeling, but the key moments in the game were when they brought on the spin. Graves 4 for 29 and 1 for 46 for Shumulan has got them a very handy one there. And then they done the double on us. We got through to 291 for 5 off the back of some really good scores from Rutherford, Cooper and Cox. 3 for 63 for Shumulan. And they done it with 1 wicket left. Had them under pressure for so much time. Like Kitson and Kay are performing a really good opening pair there. Schultz, the South African international, 83 of 96, he was looking good. Clarkson, unfortunate to miss out on that 100, 98 out of 84, including 8 fours, 2 sixes. Coulson, 49. Shmulan towards the end, 22. Just did enough to get over the line there. And in the final game that I played, we beat Canterbury by 5 runs. Got through to 268 for 7. It was a tough pitch to bet on, I have to say. Like, at 147 for 6, I thought, oh no, we're going to get rolled. But the experience of Daryl Mitchell come into the equation. He just farmed most of the strike. He got a good partnership with Muller. 87 or 69, 14 fours, 1 6. Cox and Allen were looking quite good, and then they got themselves out. For the bowling for the M, Davey was good as usual. Williams 1 for 36, Nutter 1 for 41. Very, very accurate. Then we bowled them out for 263 with Mark Adair picking up his first 5 for an Otago Volts colours in the one-day format. 5 for 53 for him. Kay was really good up front, 3 for 43. Hall and Muller were quite economical as well. The 4 Ts we will call our bowling attack. They didn't even notice that. Davis was good, McConchie was good for them, and Davey towards the end. But a very important win against Canterbury because that has put us in a position of strength. 9 matches, 7 wins, 2 losses, points of 30. We've got a couple bonus points as well. Canterbury do need a bonus point win today to surpass us, I believe. I think that's the rules, yeah. It's going to be pretty tough for Canterbury to catch us. Depends who they're playing. Fred Sutherland got called back into the Black Caps. 165 in that first dig for him. That is his 7th Test century. At age 22, he's going to pile on a lot of runs for New Zealand. He's just a phenomenal cricketer, to say the least. And we've got some other news too, before I forget. Shane Williams is on Bangladesh duty. He's playing in Dhaka at the moment. He's played the 3 games. Nothing too outstanding, but good wee exposure for him. at that level. I'm just going to give someone some training here. It'll be probably Fennell. I'm just going to give him general technique training. But anyhow, let's get this game underway, and we'll be back with the team. Yeah, no changes to the team, guys, from the previous win against Canterbury. So we're opening up with Cooper and Rutherford, Kelly, Cox, Allen, Mitchell, Adair, Kitson, Muller, Kay, and Hall are going to get the opportunities there. Just the team that's in form deserves selection. A big game against Wellington. Obviously, a win here would guarantee us home advantage and the home final. We won't have to play in the preliminary final for the first time ever, but need a good performance regardless. If we win, we'll lose, and hopefully perform nonetheless. So these two have been really good up front. They just bowl in good channels, and that's what we want to happen again. And Kitson, the local lad, has got the wicket of Fletcher early, so good bowling from Trent Kitson. He's really come along quite nicely in the one-day game. 16 wickets in 8 games, average of 24.19. We'll get some opportunities in the first class comp coming up as well. That is something he'll develop in. 5 for 1 after 3 overs. Can we nag another wicket early? We don't. 50 for 1. Blundell and Truscott looking quite good. Hayden Truscott's been around the scene, I think, since the first season. He's a pretty good cricketer, actually. Let's get Hall into the attack and just bowl to our plan. Yeah, like I said, a good performance here will be important. We will be watching the Canterbury game like a hawk. Hawk and bowl his natural angle, and Hall has got a key wicket of Truscott. Good line from Hall. He's getting better. Like, numbers may not be telling too much at the moment, but I believe he's just getting into his stride a little bit, just getting a little bit of confidence, or stuck by him. He's just getting into a bit of form. Muller is next into the attack, and Muller had a pretty good 20-over campaign. Contributed a few wickets in the one-day campaign at the moment. He's sort of the senior head in the bowling attack, and Muller has got the key wicket of Denver. So Wellington are sort of in a wee bit of a rebuilding phase now at 64 for 3. They've still got Blundell at the wicket, but he's going to be joined by Bracewell. And Muller has got a couple of key wickets. He's got the wicket of Michael Bracewell, out for 4 off 7 deliveries. Very happy with the bowling unit so far. The bowling, very good channels. And Hall has got a beautiful delivery. Good Yorker to Blundell. He's gone for 45. And the second wicket for Hall. So good start for the Otago Volts. 90 for 5 Wellington. Mark Adair into the attack, who's been such a performer this season. He's really stepping up. Been a really good overseas player for us. Going to get it through a spell. Muller out of the attack. We'll bring Daryl Mitchell in for a few. Just going to get through this next bowling option for a while. Just get the bowlers in that. A bit of a rest. And Mark Adair has got a good accurate delivery to Gibson, and Wellington slump even third. 114 for 6. It's a good quality bowling attack. Adair is a good international quality bowler, and he is coming in and performing a really good task. He's got the all-rounder Nathan Smith out for 5. Brings Ben Sears to the crease. Mitchell can just snag through some overs here. Just take some pressure off. 6 overs, none for 21 for Mitchell. That was a good spell. Hall will be back into the attack. As Wellington are 148 for 7 after 34 overs. Jimmy Neesham's still there, and Jimmy Neesham can cause us some grief. So we've just got to get him out, really. Okay, we'll join Kitson. These guys will go through a few overs apiece. Searching for that wicket, and we have got the breakthrough. Good catch from Finn Allen, and Sears is departing for 16 of 27 deliveries. 177 for 8 after 40 overs. It's the key man is Jimmy Neesham, you'd have to say. Like Jimmy Neesham, if he can bat through and have enough support, they will get a decent score. Although that may not be happening. Kitson's been so accurate today. Just good areas he's been bowling. 2 for 29 for himself. And Muller into the attack. 181 for 9. Otago want to wrap this up. Big time. 208 for 9 off 45 overs. Jimmy Neesham doing a fantastic job here. Good fight back from Wellington. that wicket, lads. Come on, let's break this partnership. It's been a good last wicket stand. Jimmy Neesham, only 4 boundaries in the 75s. Really had to work hard for his runs. Finally got the breakthrough, and it is Hall picking up the wicket of Neesham, and I believe that's Hall's best figures for the Otago Volts. Out for 81 off 104 deliveries. He did brilliantly, Jimmy Neesham, to get Wellington through that total. See how Fred's been going. Well, Fred's not going to get another bat in that game. But yeah, just watching the Canterbury game, 307 for 7 they post. And Northern Districts chasing 285 in that game. So this is a gettable run chase for us. It is a wee bit overcast. Need a good start here. Just got to get into a bit of a rhythm. Wellington have been tight in the first couple of overs. It's a good shot. Good shot from Cooper. That's gone for 4. These two have been in reasonable touch in the one-day competition. Very experienced pairing. Otago have been together since season 1 for the career mode. Rutherford has been trapped LBW to Nathan Smith. This is a good area, good channel. It brings Nick Kelly to the crease. This is a game we must win. We let Wellington a wee bit off the hook there. We were accurate. We did get them out in the end for 2-2-2, but they shouldn't have got as much as they did, if you know what I mean. At least we can play ourselves in. We don't need to go at an extravagant rate. Lovely shot from Kelly. Down the ground for 4. 44 for 1 after 10 overs. Exactly 4.4 required, so there's no pressure. Our boundary, followed by a few singles, will really help. That's punched down the ground beautifully, and it's gone for 6. That's a bit of a let-off for the Otago Volts. Johnson and Bond, I believe, are their danger bowlers for us. Like, we tend to struggle against spin combos. It's a good shot from Cooper down the ground. That is definitely perfect. And they have brought on these two in tandem. Found the gap. 74 for 1. In control. Good shots. 80 for 1. Driven nicely down the ground, and Cooper is just getting into some good touch before the playoffs, to say the least. It's good to see. Bit of a full toss. That deserved to be absolutely belted for 6, but we get a boundary for it at the end of the day. Cooper will take that. He's on 50 now, Cooper. He's just got to bat right through. If we bat the 50, we should win. That's how much I have faith in the guys. Got enough batting at the end of the day to get through. Lovely shot down the ground. It's 100 up for Otago. Wellington desperately searching for some wickets. And the thing is, we don't have to take any chances against the spin either. We can just work them around, and they're going comfortably above the run rate anyway. So that's a lovely sweep from Cooper. Just gets down to the level of the ball and controls that nicely before. Oh, that's another good shot. He's just placing it into good gaps at the moment, Henry Cooper. It's good. 60 or 65. Runnable 36 for Kelly. Wellington, if they are going to strike, they're going to have to get a couple very quickly, I think. Because Jeffrey Cox has been in really good one-day form as well. Jeffrey Cox is desperate to perform, really, because he didn't have a very good T20 campaign. He obviously into his second season. We need just a wee bit more out of him in that area at the moment. This is beautiful batting. Just in control, working it round. Jimmy Neesham finally into the attack for Wellington. Man could spark something after his magnificent day with the bat. Sort of carried the innings and at least gave Wellington something to try and defend. 42 for 1 in the 27th over. There's no rush on this score. It's a good shot. Cooper's found the gap. That's 4. 6 overs, none for 26 for Bond. And that's a half century for Nick Kelly. Oh, that could be out for Cooper, and it is. So Bond has finally struck. Alpha 80 off 92 deliveries, Cooper, 12 fours, 1 6. He'll be kicking himself there. There was 100 in that score. He was batting beautifully up to that stage. And he's left the work to someone else to try and finish off. So at the moment, Cox, 2 off 4 deliveries, just getting himself in. And it looks to be a game where we are going to get through. And we are going to get that home final. Really hoping that we perform on the day and maybe get a very unlikely one-day title. We hadn't won too many games in the first 3 seasons. It's just good some of the youth players have come in to the team, bowling-wise, and just done a really good job. And the batting has relatively stood up. It's good shots from Cox. Just worked with the swing, like Nation went around the wicket and tried it something a bit different. Didn't the wicket. Good shot from Kelly. Been a quiet over up to that stage. Otago 186 or 2, just cruising to what will be a victory. Can't see them getting rolled now. Just closing in quite quickly on the score. And senior men stepping up to, like at the end of the day, Cooper at the top. Kelly as well, getting it amongst the runs. Needed these contributions. It's a good shot from Kelly. Swivels onto the back foot, hooks it down the ground. That's 4, 200 up for the Otago Volts. And that's a massive 6 from Cox. 211 for 2. Eight runs. It's pretty much just a boundary away. And the hook shot is out. 6. And the Otago Volts will qualify first for the One Day Cup. And we will not be playing the preliminary final. We're straight into the final. Brilliant batting from Cooper and Kelly. Cox towards the end built another partnership. And a pretty good performance from our team. And Zimbabwe absolutely got destroyed. Michael Corbin. Interesting. A new guy getting a go, and it's good to see for the Black Caps. So yeah, we play the winner of Canterbury and Wellington. We will be back very shortly, and Williams has been injured for 3 days. Foxcroft is back as well, so that is going to be fairly interesting to see what our team makeup is, but we will be back with that, guys. First, before we go into the final against Canterbury, Canterbury got through against Wellington by 8 wickets. The game between New Zealand and Zimbabwe is a lot closer in this one. Pretty much Fred got 29 and he picked up a wicket. They've decided to give him a bowl, 1 for 7. Well done for Fred there. And day 3 appears to be very interesting in that game where it's evenly poised. But we've got Foxcroft back from international duty. Williams has played a little bit more for Dhaka. And between times he just obviously got injured over there. But he's done relatively well. 7 wickets at 19.43. Hasn't set the world on light, but he has been very accurate, and this experience will be very much helping him out. So, yeah, the form has been too great from Williams, but doing well enough to get selected and whatnot for his side. Just looking at the form of Truscott. Truscott's looking very much likely after his 3-year contract to pretty much be moved on. Yeah, we've got Foxcroft back, but Foxcroft's not going to make the team today. This is our team. Same team for the final. Rutherford, Cooper, Kelly, Cox, Allen, Mitchell, Adair, the 2 all-rounders. Probably make up the 10 overs there, although Adair will probably bowl the majority of that 5th bowling option. Kitson, Muller, Kay, and Hall make up our bowling unit here today. So Canterbury have got some classy players. We have to be on our toes today for our second final of the season. Just checking the conditions. It's a bit overcast later on. We are going to bat first and hopefully get something on the board here today. So these batsmen have to get some runs. Get us at least 280. And we'll try and put Canterbury under pressure, to say the least. Just got to be putting them on pressure, like scoreboard pressure. Like, at the end of the day, runs on the board in a final, I think are incredibly valuable. But who's going to step up today? Who's going to get that big 100? Like, that will put us a long way in terms of getting a win. Will Williams has played a few games for the Canterbury side. Not the Canterbury side, what am I saying? The Black Caps. And he's done reasonably well. So, looking out for him today. Otago just off to a solid start. They haven't gone out and out fast. Other blocks. Bit of an edge there for Hamish Rutherford. 41 without loss after 8 overs. Good shot from Hamish Rutherford. Hit on the up. Gets it past the fielder for 4. Yeah, Will Williams, 32 years of age, 3 test matches, 14 wickets at 23. He's 32 years of age, but obviously deserved a call-up just based on his form. So that's a big skying shot in the air from Cooper. It's gone flying for 4. 52 without loss after 10 overs. Tyrone Kane, the Ireland international. Good to see some Irish players out here in the New Zealand domestic competition. Obviously, Mark Adair and Tyrone Kane are pretty much regulars in the Ireland setup. Cooper has been trapped. LBW, bowled Tyrone Kane. So good delivery, just pitched in line, and Cooper out for 31. So Otago just need to build another Partridge on top of the one. Like, good foundation from the 2 openers. Oh, Rutherford, he's sort of got a leading edge on that one. And Tyrone Kane making an impact in this final. He's picked up his 2nd wicket. Jeffrey Cox will join Kelly at the crease. So Otago 74 for 2. Oh, that's a beautiful delivery from Williams. He's picked up another one, and we've slumped to 74 for 3. With Allen joining Cox at the crease now. Be good to see Finn Allen play explosively. But at the meantime, he needs to work it round, get himself in, and we've got to rebuild this innings, which is teetering at 81 for 4 now. So Canterbury are doing a good job containing, and it's a long way back here. But the good thing is we've got a couple of experienced all-rounders coming in. Like, Daryl Mitchell's been around the scene, with the domestic scene, a long, long time. So it was a good pickup for our side. Just got to make sure we get a score on the board and give our bowlers some chance of winning this game. 100 up for Otago in the 24th over. Get 250 in the final, I'd be wrapped. It's a free hit too for Otago. So McConchy is over stepped, which is just really bad for a spinner in general. Like, it's very rare to see them overstep. I remember in a game where Shane Warne was on 99 and Dan Wattori overstepped. Didn't get picked up, obviously. Old Shane Warne didn't get his 100. Which he deserved, Warne, but oh well. That happens. Daryl Mitchell has been dismissed, and Nuttall strikes, and just more pressure piling on the Otago Volts. 118 for 5. Our Irish international, Mark Adair, averages 21 for the side. And, oh, Nuttall has come on and got a couple wickets. Otago just in big trouble now. Finn Allen might have to try and challenge the bowling a bit. As Nuttall strikes again. Otago 123 for 7 now. It's just dire at the moment. Just got to wrestle the initiative back from Canterbury at least. 220. Get something on the board to try and defend. Muller's gone. Just running out of partners is Finn Allen. Who's going to step up? This innings has just practically just struggled to take off, really. Good opening partnership, and then just regular wickets have been a feature. Just got to bat some time out of the game. Finn Allen's got to take this on. If he goes, it's just end of the game, effectively. We're not going to get enough on the board. 6. 150 for 8 now. While he's there, there's still a wee bit of hope for the vaults. But K and Kitson, I believe. Or is it K and Muller? I'll have to have a look at the end of the over if Finn Allen hasn't been dislodged. But then it's a good over for the Otago Vaults. 162 for 8. Yeah, K and Hall. It's good shots. Races 46 off 50. What can K do? Can he survive? No, he works a lovely little boundary away for 4. That's a good over. Maiden over. 171 for 8. 11 overs remain. Oh, that's a big wicket. Finn Allen is gone for 46. 173 for 9 now. It's not going to be enough to sort of defend in this final, I don't think. We need to bowl out of our skins. We're going to have to bowl aggressively and bowl full. Look for those early wickets. Get some early poles if we can. Canterbury can just see off the spell effectively. Got our first wicket in the final, but it's looking very much a game where Canterbury should cruise to victory here. Gonna have to bowl with out and out aggression. Just got to search wickets up front. Can we snag a couple more? Field's just going to stay up in the hope we can get some wickets. It's got delivery for Markadeer. Canterbury 56 for 3. Chad Bowles are gone for 4. And another one. Hall's got the wicket of Davis. Don't think we've got enough on the board though. It's just one partnership really. Change it up. Bring Muller into the attack. And bring K back for a couple overs. 109 for 5. Canterbury teetering a little bit themselves. At the moment, we need to keep striking. Muller has got amongst the wickets as well. 110 for 6. This final's not over yet. Bowler's trying to step up for the Otago Vaults, trying to get their team home in an unlikely fashion. 111 for 6. It's a tight game. Markadeer strikes. He gets his Irish counterpart out, and Canterbury are going to need something special. They've got McConchy still there. It's something that we've got to look out for. Just got to bat out the overs, Canterbury, I think, and that will get them the result. Kitson will come back in. He's got to really hunt for that wicket. We've got the key wicket of Cole McConchy. 143 for 8. A low-scoring one-day final. And Davey smacks a few boundaries. Kitson fights back, though, and gets the wicket. One more wicket for Otago. 19 runs for Canterbury. And we have somehow won the one-day cup. I thought we were history. That is an incredible fight back from the Otago Vaults. No one got going in that final, except for McConchy and Finn Allen. I can't believe it. I can't believe he just defended 173. That was an incredible game. Muller bowled exceptionally well. 3 for 17, 2 for 27 for Adair. The bowlers bowled with absolute vigour, aggression. They all contributed to that victory there. They should be proud of that. Like the 4 Ts and the M did the job there. But yeah, nothing much in that game. And we've done it. How does Fred going in that? Oh, Fred's put up another 100. His 8th Test 100. He loves playing against Zimbabwe. Averages 71.27 in 21 games. The man is an animal, to say the least. But yeah, absolutely stoked to get another piece of silverware this early into the career. We've got a really good side. And I think we've got a promising future as well with some of the players that are in the team. Next up for the Otago side is the Plunket Shield. We haven't shown any Plunkett Shield on screens yet. So we'll play Canterbury. We'll play the Central District games offline, and we'll try to get 2 games for you guys for the first class competition. So smash the like button. Of course, join the Discord, guys. Write a comment, and we'll see you next time.